During the interview.
You have an interview scheduled tomorrow. With less than 24 hours to prepare, you don't know where to start from. Here is a simple exercise which will not take you more than 2 hours. Follow the guidelines and make the first impression which will help you get your desired job. On the interview day. After the interview.
On the interview day. Non-verbal messages. Non-verbal language speaks larger than words. As you walk in the interview room, here are few things that you must keep in mind. Start it off like a winner. The handshake. Offer your hand and give a firm handshake, a pleasant smile and a positive and confident attitude. Introduce yourself. Posture. Stand and sit erect. Don't fidget. There is nothing worse than people playing with their hair, clicking pen tops, tapping feet, or unconsciously touching parts of the body. Eye contact. Look the interviewer in the eye. Move your hands. Gesturing or talking with your hands is very natural, but keep it in moderation. Be comfortable. Take a seat facing the interviewer, however, slightly off center. Be sure that you are in a comfortable position. Listen attentively. Look at the interviewer directly, but don't get into a stare down. Sit up straight. Try to relax. It's okay to take a few notes if the questions are lengthy, or you need to remind yourself of something you want to stress. Avoid nervous mannerisms. Pay attention to nervous mannerisms. Everyone is nervous to some extent. The key is to appear calm and composed. Speak clearly. Use good grammar and a friendly note. Never answer just yes or no to a question. Always clarify, expand on your answer. Be sure not to go on rambling. Be positive and enthusiastic. Pump up your enthusiasm prior to the interview. Never whine, gripe and complain about past employers, jobs, classes, etc. Ask pertinent questions. Be prepared to ask a few questions. Do not monopolize the interviewer's time, particularly if you know they have appointments scheduled following your interview. Do ask thoughtful questions. Don't ask about salary and benefits. This can be discussed when the company is definitely interested in you. While giving answers to questions, be concise. Listen to the questions carefully and answer to the point. An interviewee rambling on is likely to turn off the interviewer. Support your contentions with examples. Think of recent strong strategic examples of work you have done. Then when the question is asked, answer with specifics. Be honest. It is always better to state the truth than beating about the bush. If you don't know something, then state the fact. Keep your guard up. Always maintain your professionalism. Don't get swayed by the friendly behavior of the interviewer and disclose everything. For all you know, it might be a trap laid out by him. After the interviews, say thanks. The next day, write the interviewer a brief note reiterating your interest in the job. Spell his or her name correctly. Follow up. If you haven't heard from the interviewer within the time frame indicated at the close of the interview, call them to reply a polite reminder that you are still interested in the job. Ask when they plan to make a hiring decision. If you don't or not hired and you are still interested in the company, it pays to keep in touch with the interviewer. Often, through persistence, you may be offered a position at a later date. Chin up. If you don't get the job, don't dishearten. Gear up for your next interview. After all, the more interviews you tackle, the more polished you become. You may want to contact the interviewer who rejected you and see if you can get any pointers on what to improve before your next interview.